Hello, everybody. We are still talking about the eclipse of 26 December 2019. And today I'm going to see how it affects your nakshatras. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking nakshatras and how your moon nakshatra gets affected by the eclipse of 26th of December. And just to remind you that I've written this book on nakshatras, and you can get more information. Those of you who are new to Vedic astrology may like to check out my books, and you can get more information about the nakshatras from my book. And the link is below, so you can check it out. And so the important thing is that the eclipse of 26th of December is in Mula Nakshatra, Sagittarius sign. And I have made 2 extra videos about this, so you can read up all information about the eclipse, and then you can read up about how it affects your signs. And now we are focusing in more deeply of how it affects your nakshatra. The eclipse is happening in Mula Nakshatra at 9 degrees 58 minutes. So this is Gemini Pada, depending on your calculation. It could be Cancer Pada because it's right at the edge of that energy. So Sun and Moon both in Mula Nakshatra. And therefore, it is important to see that how it affects. So although overall it's Sagittarius, people will get affected. But if you have your sun or moon is what we are looking for, nakshatra is in Mula, then the eclipse is taking place there. So you are going to be most affected by it. And Mula is ruled by Ketu. It's also the root of the energy, and it's very transformative nakshatra. So this eclipse taking place means that you're going through major transformation. And at the same time, the other Ketu nakshatras, so the 2 Ketu nakshatras are alongside with Mula, 3 Ketu nakshatras is Ashwini and Magha. So Ashwini is facing the eclipse not so directly, but there can be some changes in their relationship with their father. Their own creativity element is there, that they can be thinking about making some changes. And as far as Magha is concerned, for Magha, this is definitely about their career, and there may be some change, opportunities. You see, the eclipse is a symbol of something that is about to happen. It is not, it's a omen. It doesn't mean that anything happens on the same day, but some transformation is taking place. But of these 3 Ketu nakshatras, Mula is where the most intense experience is going to be felt. Importance of the eclipse is that although the eclipse is taking place on one day, 26th of December, there is a major trigger that is taking place, and it is creating situations that will last for a much longer time. So nothing may happen on the day of the eclipse and except some personal anxiety, but these are triggers for major events that can take place. So that is what is important to remember. So we are looking at the different nakshatras. So the Venus ruled nakshatras, so that is Bharani, Purva Phalguni, and Purva Ashadha. Here, all the energy is more positive. There can be some good experiences, there can be some good revelations for it. and don't get that same intensity of the nakshatra. Although I would say that if you have planets in Purva Phalguni, Saturn is there, Ketu is there. So even though this eclipse is not directly connecting with you, you are under stress. And good news is 26 Saturn moves out of Purva Phalguni. So some very positive news for you. The Sun Nakshatra, so that is Kritika, Uttara Phalguni, and Uttara Ashadha. They are also experiencing this eclipse as a minor activity, not such major issues that are coming up. But again, the thing is that after 26th of December, Saturn moves into Uttarashadha. So if you have moon in Uttarashadha, then watch out for my Uttarashadha transit video, but also that means that it is not that easy for you, even though this eclipse is not making the exact connection. And same for the other three, all the three nakshatras ruled by the sun, they will be affected by Saturn's transit into Uttara Ashadha. So let us look at the moon nakshatra. So moon nakshatra is Rohini, Hasta, and Shravana. Now for Shravana, this is quite an emotional eclipse because it is taking place in their 25th nakshatra, and therefore you are feeling emotionally very restless at this stage. And it is important that you take some steps to keep it simple and, do some mantra, puja, chanting, maybe also study, something that is balancing this aspect. The other two moon nakshatras, Rohini and Hasta, can feel some unsettled energy and things not going according to plan, and some with an eclipse, there's an unexpected event that comes and that bothers us. So just watch it, but it's not as intense as for Shravana nakshatra. Mars rules nakshatra, Mrigasira, Chitra, and Dhanishta. This is a reasonably good eclipse for you, not anything direct happening as far as you are concerned. And more, I feel that Dhanishta will feel more intensity as Saturn moves into Uttara Ashadha, but more of that in the next videos that I'll be making about Saturn's transit into Uttara Ashadha. Then we go to the Rahu rule nakshatras, Ardra, Swati, and Shatabhishak. Now, for you, this eclipse can throw up some obstacle in your life, and you may feel whether it's a mental obstacle or some people are being obstructive to you and difficult energy. So you can feel stressed out about it. And again, in Shatabhishak, the thing to watch is that they are coming to start their Sadesati plus their 25th nakshatra, which is Uttara Ashadha. Saturn is going there. So although this particular eclipse is also throwing some obstacles in their way, they need to be conscious of it and careful. Jupiter ruled nakshatras, Punarvasu, Vishakha, and Purvabhadra. This is a average eclipse, nothing, positive or negative. It can be that you find that your good practices are being obstructed, and sometimes, you get confused about what goals you want to achieve, what you want to do. So that is a thing to watch out for. Saturn ruled nakshatras, Pushya, Anuradha, and Uttarabhadra. This is again not such a negative transit for you or an eclipse, but you could think that there may be some obstacle regarding friendship, some friendship, you may doubt them or something get revealed about them, but it's not hitting you directly. So stay calm and deal with anything coming without suspicion and sort it out without getting all agitated. It can be self-generated obstacle or something comes and blocks you. So it really depends on how you deal with the situation and what you feel about this energy. But these obstacles can be minor and or they can be major. And the thing about the eclipse is that it makes everything much bigger than what it is. And whether it is actual fact or in your mind, you think it's a huge thing, I must resolve it. And secondly, remember, it's not like on the 26th you'll get an obstacle. It's something that triggers off this situation. So it is best to handle it calmly, take your time, see how you're going to deal with this situation rather than having instant reaction that this is a big issue and I must deal with it now. So stay calm about it. As far as Mercury ruled nakshatras are concerned, Mercury ruled nakshatras are Ashlesha, Jyeshta and Revati. This can create some issue regarding finances for you. So there can be some feeling that I must do some project and save money instantly. But what you have to be careful about in this particular transit is that you're not going for any get-rich schemes or some quick answer to your problems, but to avoid investing, especially around eclipse days, and then later on also, take sober investment, not rush into it. Of course, Jupiter is also in Mula Nakshatra. So all of you who are dealing with these nakshatra transits should read up my should listen to rather my Jupiter in Mula as well, because the difference between Jupiter in Mula and the eclipse in Mula is that Jupiter is usually calming things down, bringing wisdom, knowledge, but the eclipse is aggravating the situation. So we feel aggravated by it. And on the eclipse day, Jupiter is not very strong. So he's not really able to give a proper support on that time. So it is important that if you are being led in a wrong way or you feel you're unsure about something, please don't rush into anything. And Jupiter, as he goes away from the eclipse and in Mula, it'll be easier to deal with. But during the eclipse, it's the eclipse that is more important. Always when we study the eclipse is more important than any planet placed there. And Jupiter being in Mula, Sun, Moon are also in Mula, and it means that they are subservient to the eclipse energy. So that is very important. Thank you very much again, and do remember to subscribe and like and share this video as well, and watch the other 2 videos that I've made about the eclipse of 26th of December. Thanks.